All right, today we're going to be going over the unilateral squat progression here that we use at SEMO Athletics. For every movement that we do, we'll start with body weight, right? We'll show with body weight and make sure the athlete understands the proper movement mechanics. From there, we will load them in the goblet position. Coach Corey's going to show us goblet. It's just one dumbbell, grasping underneath the chin, elbow, and tight. Once the weight is too light, you can't load them any heavier with the dumbbells. Now we'll use two dumbbells off to the side. From here, we can add a weighted vest once the dumbbells get heavy enough. Once it gets too light for the athlete, now we will use a barbell, right? We will load them either axially or on their spine. That'll be the progression that we'll use for all the movements here. For demonstration purposes, we're not going to use weight unless it's for counterbalance, which we'll go over later. The first movement in our progression here is a step up. For the step up, you have to find a box. First thing, you need to find a box with a perfect height, where it has a nice vertical shin angle, right? Good 90 degrees. Upper leg, the femur, is parallel to the ground. Notice how Coach Corey also gets his whole foot on the box. So for the step up, we'll start down. So start down all the way down. We'll start all the way down. We'll step up with the right. Good, then the left comes up. Good, then when he comes down, he steps back down. And then he'll alternate, then the left will go up next. Notice his whole foot gets on the box. He's driving with a flat foot. His chest stays up, his eyes stay straight ahead the whole time. Perfect. Good, we'll do one more demonstration up with the left now. Good, once he is done with the step ups, next we will go to split squats. So for split squats, we'll go right here. His right, he'll be facing the wall right here. For a split squat, both feet are going to be stable. He's going to drop his left leg back. Right, this will be the start position, whether he's holding with body weight, goblet, dumbbells, or a barbell. From here, he'll come down, straight down. Notice he keeps his foot flat, his toe is straight ahead. He has a good vertical shin angle. His upper leg is parallel to the floor. Right, his back knee is barely off the turf. His chest is up, eyes straight ahead. His shoulders are stacked directly over his hips. This is the perfect position. Then he'll come up. Coach Corey will show you 2 more reps full speed here. This is a split squat. Good. Notice he has 2 feet are stable here. Next one, we're going to come right over here. We're going to do the rear foot elevated split squat. So now the only thing we're doing is elevating our back foot. So from here, his right foot is going to be on the bench. His left foot is going to be flat. It's the exact same movement we did with the split squat with the rear foot elevated. So he's going to go down. Nice vertical shin angle. Front foot is flat, toes straight ahead. His shoulders are stacked over his hips. Front thighs parallel. Back knees barely off the turf. Good. To come up, he'll come up. Driving, keeping that foot flat the whole time. That was a perfect rep. So now he's going to do 2 more reps full speed for you guys. Perfect. Good, so that's the rear foot elevated split squat. After that, so that's good with the rear foot elevated. After that, now we're going to move into a reverse lunge. So he's got room right here. We're going to do a reverse lunge, right? So we're progressing. His feet were stable there. Now we're progressing to the feet moving. And the reverse lunge is a little bit easier than the forward lunge, which we'll do next. So reverse lunge, we'll go. He'll step back with his left or right foot, does not matter. Notice, same thing, right? Now his feet are just moving, but he's in that same position. Shoulders stacked over those hips. Front toe straight ahead, front foot flat, front thigh parallel. Chest is up, eyes are straight ahead. Then he'll drive strong through that front foot, bringing the back foot back, and we'll alternate between feet. So he'll show you 2 more reps, full speed now. Good. Other side. Perfect. So that's the reverse lunge. Now we'll show you a forward lunge. Now we have to eccentrically absorb on that front leg. It's a little bit harder while still keeping a good vertical shin angle. So Coach Corey will show us. Forward lunge, notice his front foot is flat. Now he has to push back strong to get back. He's gonna show us 2 more reps. Good, eccentrically absorbing, pushing back strong, 1 more rep. Good, that is the forward lunge. We had the reverse lunge, then we had the forward lunge. Next, we're gonna progress to true single leg. Now, into a skater squat. So we come over here. We use a pad for a landmark so the athletes know how low they need to go with this. We will also use, if an athlete cannot properly do the skater squat with their body weight, we will have them hold on to a rack, or they can use the TRX straps. That is a regression. We will always have the athletes use counterbalance for weight. It is easier than having no weight. So, for the skater squat, he's gonna be on 1 foot, the other foot's gonna be off the ground. As he squats down, he keeps that nice vertical shin angle. Front foot is flat. He touches with the knee and then comes back up. Right, that was really hard what he just did. He went down really slow with it, barely touched his knee, came right back up. This is a challenging movement. That's why we progress to this. Coach Corey is gonna show us 2 more reps full speed. Good, comes down, taps with the knee, comes right back up. Good, comes down, perfect. Next movement is the final one in the single leg progression. It's a true single leg squat. We will use a box right here, so mobility of that front of the opposite leg is not the limiting factor. So we'll use a box for this. Right, same exact thing. You gotta get your core set ready to go. You want the foot off to the side, but not too close to the side. But there needs to be room for clearance. Right, we'll use the 5s for counterbalance once again. So Coach Corey's always gonna show us 2 full speed reps. Good, gets that femur parallel, comes back up strong. Notice his foot stayed flat the whole time. Chest up, eyes straight ahead. Great posture. Perfect, Coach Corey. That is a challenging movement. You do not want to progress too fast, too soon. Once the athlete is ready for it, then we can start adding more weight with dumbbells or a weight vest with all of these movements. It is critical with single leg movements you do not move on too fast, too soon. Whether it's loading goblet and then dumbbells and then moving on to the next progression. For injured athletes, you can use these single leg movements. If they're not able to do those bilateral movements, you can use some of these single leg movements for those athletes. That is our single leg progression here that we use at SEMO Athletics.